All right, we're out here at the park. It's not really any dogs or people here right now, but I'm giving him a lot of freedom, letting him run around, get his yayas out. We just got here, so he's still like super interested in sniffing. I just want to get him in the habit of, here, yes, coming back to me, good boy, getting his reinforcement, okay, and then letting him go back to doing his fun stuff. So I'm lessening the conflict of him coming checking in with me. I'm still doing a little bit of e-collar as I call him to condition that e-collar response, just because he's such a strong-minded dog. I really want him to understand that e-collar pressure means to do something. So in this case, pressure comes on when I ask you to come to me, and it goes away as soon as you start moving towards me. So I'm gonna let him go do his thing. I think he has to poop. Are you pooping? Hi, buddy. Good job. Okay. Here. Yes. Good. And I'm making a point to not use any leash pressure. It's just there for safety right now until I know that he really, really, really understands. So if I call him and he doesn't respond to my voice or the e-collar, then I'll follow him and keep applying the e-collar pressure to avoid using any physical leash pressure, because once that leash is gone and he's not responding to your voice or the e-collar, then you got nothing. So I want him to really understand the formality of e-collar pressure means do this. And I'm going to keep applying that pressure until he responds. So normally, I mean, he's really all over the place as far as levels go. I have it on a 12 right now because that's what he's been responding to in this context. Sometimes 5 is enough. Sometimes I need in upper 20s, and there's been a few occasions where I was in the 30s or 40s. Usually when I get that high, I immediately come right back down, just because he just was really checked out because of distractions. So out here, yes. Good boy. Okay. I don't even know if I finished my thought. I forgot what I was talking about. I just saw a good opportunity to call him. Hoping like a dog comes by. He's been doing really well with dogs and people, as long as it's a certain picture of them not caring about him. When it's a dog that aggresses him or barks at him, that's still a trigger for him. Here! Just gonna follow him because he's not listening. Nope, here, yes! So I don't know if you could see that right there. I made sure that there was no leash tension, so I started walking towards him as I was still stemming the e-collar. And I was using that 12. He didn't listen, so I just bumped it one time to the increase by 5 button. And that's when he turned around. He actually started turning around before right as I was hitting that. So he might have just listened to the 12. I don't know. But yeah, so if it's a dog that's barking at him or being rude, he still gets a little worked up. So that's something that we're going to work on. Today was just me. Tomorrow I get my assistant back, so I'll get some rude dogs out to help him with his neutrality around that. Here! Yes! Oh my gosh! Kabooey! But yeah, he's doing really good. I'll probably ask for a couple of extra days, depending on how he does tomorrow, just to really, really make sure that he's good with the dogs, the rude dogs. Genetically, he's a Dutchie. They're often a little bit more on the defensive side, definitely him at least. So I think that probably he's going to be a dog that we're not forcing into super like intense dog situations no matter what. I think that, again, that's just going to be a genetic thing for him. But I want it to be where he can just exist peacefully while dogs pass around him and he's not, being the first one to make moves. So there's a person over there. Let's see if he sees him. It's just the ladies. Anyway, he doesn't care about the ladies. I want him to notice. Here! Yes. And that time I just used my voice. Good job, bud. Yeah! Good boy! And for here, I'm just using food. I don't want to get him really worked up with toys right now. I've been trying to make it a point to go back and forth between using a toy as a reward and food as a reward around triggers. Onyx here! So I'm tapping, following. Yes! I'm trying to be careful with toy rewards and not using them too much within obedience because I want him to just play. I'm trying to make those two separate things. Like play is one thing. Oh my goodness. And then obedience is its own thing. But I recognize that his toy drive is stronger. So I'm utilizing that when we're around here. Good boy. Okay. I'm recognizing that I need to use those to help him have new associations around people and dogs. I just don't want to do it every time. I don't want him to always be put into drive or arousal around dogs and people. Sometimes I want him to just chill out and be calm and relaxed and neutral. So I'm just kind of playing with that a little bit. But still very much so playing with him. Toy stuff is its own separate entity away from obedience so that I don't squash any toy drive by asking for a lot of impulse control. So like when I use a marker, I guess they had like a maze thing here. That's what this is. If I use a marker, I don't want him taking a reward until he hears the marker. So sometimes he gets really excited about his toy, and I don't know. I hope that makes sense. Like I just don't want him to be hesitant around toys. I want that to be something strong if you want to utilize that later in life. So being creative with how I use. What are we gonna do? You're all trapped. Figure it out. Nope, that's. Oh my gosh. Well, he's a corn maze cheater. Onyx, come on. Good job, Bubs. Oh God. Hold on. We're stuck on a hay bale. Hey, come here. Say bye. Bye, family.